Bharat Kumar Rao of the Shiv Sena, Rajya Sabha MP tonight. Thank you very much. Naresh Gujral, he presented some staggering figures on the Newshour on Friday, and he is here to justify those figures tonight. He says private companies have gained an enormous amount. We have a bad audio-video link, but Mr. Gujral, thanks for joining us. We'll try and get that sorted. Dr. Chandan Mitra of the BJP, Member of Parliament, thank you very much for joining me. My first question is to Renuka Chaudhary, National Spokesperson and MP of the Congress. Ms. Chaudhary, would you agree tonight that the opposition has succeeded in putting you on the mat and that you are looking for various options? One option is getting the Prime Minister to respond himself, getting the Prime Minister to attack the CAG, possibly talking of a trust vote. Politically speaking, has the BJP gained a major edge over you over the last few days?
Adam, I'm very amused. I mean, what has the BJP achieved other than egg on their face? They have come out of the woodwork and accused us of something that is not even there. We are the ones who are willing to come to Parliament and debate. They are the ones who are running away from facing a few facts. We are saying restore parliamentary democracy by coming and talking in the House. You have all the instruments in your hand and you cannot take away the citizens' right to know what the Prime Minister has to say about an issue that you have gone to town about. What has the BJP achieved as far as we are concerned? We are not defensive. We are not here to sit and debate on national television. We are there to debate in Parliament. Come to Parliament and talk. Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha. There is no other Sabha. If the BJP thinks that their headquarters is some Sabha from which they will talk and we will go to the PIBs and talk there, it's a sad statement. If they believe in any kind of parliamentary decency, democracy and norms, tell them to get their act together, come back to Parliament and talk. We are not afraid. We are supposed to be the accused. That's what they're saying. We are not afraid. We are willing to come and discuss it. What is their problem?
What is this policy of escalation? This policy of escalation, Dr. Chandan Mitra, may bring you political dividends in the short term. But please explain tonight your logic. One day you say the Prime Minister should resign. On the day the Prime Minister issues his defense, he gives a 32-point statement. You say now cancel all the coal blocks. Is your strategy to keep escalating your demands to the point where there can be no reconciliation? And does it match with your own extremely critical line on the CAG in innumerable examples in the past? I don't want to get into that, but please explain this policy of what I call daily escalation of issues with the government.
Well, I think the demand for the cancellation of 142 blocks, which the government went about merrily allotting on the basis of recommendations and nominations, is something that has caused the biggest scam in post-independence history, even bigger than the 2G scam that brought the government to its knees. And under the circumstances, I think it's a perfectly legitimate and correct demand which has been supported across the board, including the left parties and others who may not be always in agreement with the BJP on everything we do. But this is the obvious thing, because every norm was violated. Private companies were given massive benefits. The mere allotment of the coal blocks allowed them to hike their share prices and run away with all the money.
Mr. Dr. Chandan Mitra, the BJP, I'm sorry, Dr. Chandan Mitra, I'm sorry to interrupt. The BJP did not say, Mr. Arun Shourie did not say when Centaur Hotel was criticized that I'm so sorry that something like this happened. I completely bow down to the CAG. Mr. Arun Shourie did not say that. When Mr. George Fernandes was asked about CAG reports, he said, I can bring you piles of such papers that are produced by the government every time. Therefore, I'm asking you tonight, this extraordinary step of daily escalation, please tell me what do you want eventually? You want a midterm election? You're ready for a midterm election?
Arnab, I would urge you not to confuse the issues. There is no comparison between Mr. Arun Shourie's case, Mr. George Fernandez's case, and here, where the Prime Minister himself himself has been found guilty and conclusively so. Now go through the CAG report. Is there any scope of doubt? Is there any scope
when a report is critical, I disagree with you, sir, because when Centaur Hotels was provided, the BJP said it is not worthy of a constitutional authority.
No. You see, there are CAGs and CAGs. Now, in this particular CAG report, what we have been seeing, since this particular CAG has taken office, the reports are watertight. And the report has been watertight. And 2G, which we were saying right from the beginning.
How was Coffin Gate not watertight? How was the report on Coffin Gate not watertight?
It was not watertight. There was a commission of inquiry. Which exonerated Mr. George Fernandez, and the whole thing lost steam.
In that case,
it was not watertight. And therefore, in this case, let me complete my argument.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Now, in this particular case, it is watertight. And even the Prime Minister has not been able to deny it. Prime Minister has admitted that things could have been done faster. Our allegation is that at least from 2006, when every committee examination, everything, one sec, let me finish. From 2006 to 2012, the government did not issue the notification for competitive bidding, and meanwhile, the 142 blocks were allotted, and people minted money. And therefore, the surmise that the Congress benefited greatly from this is absolutely proved, and the Prime Minister has to accept responsibility. There's no running away.
No, but you see, there's a simple, one minute. Question to Naresh Gujral is, and feel free to come in, Bharat Kumar Raut and Chandan Mitra, if you want to defend the BJP on that position. The BJP says now auction the blocks. Cancel the licenses and auction the blocks. That's what you say, Dr. Chandan Mitra. That's what Sushma Swaraj says now. So I say if the same policy is to use to auction the blocks, then Naresh Gujral, why not auction the blocks which were given out between 1998 and 2004 as well? They were also given out under the same policy that the BJP describes as flawed. Would it be correct, therefore, with the 142 to also club in another 35 or 36 which were given in the NDA time and then have auctioning for all the blocks? Is that sustainable?
70, sorry, Arnab, let me get you factually correct. 70 blocks allocated between 1994 and 2006.
By which policy?
And from 2006 to...
By which policy?
142.
By which policy? Is there any difference in the policy?
Under UPA.
No. Is there any difference in the policy under which the BJP allocated blocks and the UP allocated blocks?
I am only correcting the figure. I am correcting the figure. It was 70, then 142 later.
So I am saying today, if Arun Jaitley and Sushma Swaraj are saying auction the blocks, then I presume that you're also saying, and tell me directly tonight, you're also saying please auction the blocks that we gave away as well. And the 70 that happened in the 20 years before.
Particularly block 10 to block 41.
Why are you saying that?
Please ask him what he wants to do. Who allotted that? Who was in governance then? What were the rules that they followed? What stopped them from...
The rule was very simple. The rule is what you have followed. The rule is what you have followed. And it was set up by Dr. Manmohan Singh when he was Finance Minister. 1993 onwards, Dr. Manmohan Singh, as Finance Minister, laid down this policy. That was followed, and from 2006, it was decided that there would be bidding. So we followed Dr. Manmohan Singh. Dr. Manmohan Singh followed us with a different intent.
Arbitrarily. How can you talk like this, Mr. Chandan Mitra? You were part of a government. Your government participated in all of this. You allocated the mines. It was deemed as a transparent system. Your chief secretaries of your various states are involved. It's only where the state
So let's
have the
so then I say, one sec. No, one sec. Therefore, my question is to Naresh Gujral. No, 1 minute. Let's get the other participants also in.
This matter because
what is he talking about?
My first.
They want us to cancel our date. I am giving a disclaimer that if the BJP says cancel all allocations and cancel all coal blocks, are they going to give a lifetime supply of Mombattis to the whole country?
No,
Do they want this country to be plunged into darkness? They must be clear in what they're trying to say.
This enormous loot. Don't trivialize the
trivializing? You are trivializing. You are fooling around with democratic processes. You are running away from a debate. You don't want to come to Parliament and talk. You are accusing. You can't do shoot and scoot, Mr. Chandan Mitra. You have to be held accountable.
Let me clarify the point that in 2003, when the new electricity bill came up, the value of coal mines suddenly shot up. It is only then that the whole kind of bidding really started, this kind of pressures and counter pressures began, and that's why when the law needed to be changed, which is why the Prime Minister set up a committee to examine this matter.
To the law
in
ministry.
2006, the recommendation.
No, 1 second. In the state of Chhattisgarh,
Prime Minister
in the state,
sat over it and promulgated the notification only in 2012.
One minute.
Meanwhile, went and allotted 142 blocks.
In the state of Chhattisgarh, a 1,054 crore loss was produced. Please understand, Mr. Chandan Mitra, because there was a single bid put up by the Chhattisgarh Mineral Development Corporation for the commercial mining of coal from a block allocated by the centre. I am putting it on fact tonight, and that loss pointed out by the CAG, described by the BJP as hypothetical. That's not the question, however, tonight. The question is of politics. And on the political question, Naresh Gujral, my question is to you. You made 1 minute. Let's get in Naresh Gujral. Bharat Kumar Rao coming to you as well. Now here. Naresh Gujral and Bharat Kumar Rao, both of you are part of the NDA. Are you with the BJP in what is seen as a political gherao of the centre on the coal blocks? A. B. Mr. Gujral, do you think the demand for cancellation of coal blocks is a sustainable demand?
Why do you call this a political gherao? The nation is being looted. The CAG, who is the chief auditor of the country, he says that the country is losing 186,000 lakh crores, and you are saying it's a political gherao? That's very strange. We are totally with the BJP, but we are willing to go back to the Parliament. One second, I did not interrupt you when you were speaking. Let me speak for 2 minutes. All I'm saying is, we are willing to debate the issue in both the houses, provided they cancel all these blocks which have not been mined and have a transparent auction.
Okay.
And those blocks which have been mined, the price that comes out after this auction, retrospectively you apply that.
Okay.
And the nation will gain at least 500 lakh crores.
Basis of your estimate, 1 minute. 500 lakh crores?
I will tell you.
Basis of your estimate.
I made some discrete inquiries today. And I will tell you that basically those who have been allotted these mines, it costs them roughly 450 rupees to 500 rupees when they do open pit mining. When they do underground mining, the cost goes up to 1,000 to 1,100. The import cost today is 5,500 rupees a ton landed. They have given away reserves worth 17 billion tons. You can calculate yourself. I think it's a colossal loss to the nation.
Well, you saw what the Prime Minister said.
I said on Friday.
The Prime Minister says. I have a counter question for you, Mr. Gujral. The Prime Minister says that a part of the gains would anyway be appropriated by the government through taxation, and under the MMDR bill, 26% of the profits earned on coal mining operations would have to be made available for local area development. So A, you make the money, we share the money on local area development. B, you will anyway be taxed. So it's not like the money is going away to Australia. Naresh Gujral, he has a point there, doesn't he?